brief. I have photographs of the type of luggage that was there. I have a receipt for a piece of the Hartman luggage, and I have the proof that I owned it by all the photographs.
Okay,
Everything else was in the storage.
Mr. King, please step
all my
out.
photo albums and everything. Those
You
pieces.
didn't call me, no.
She
just went in there.
No, ma'am.
I'm not doubting that, but I can't
As I
go high
told you,
on sky.
You have a
Before
photograph.
everything was all said and done, I said captains that are going to majors are going to have to wait because the major seat is filled and we have to
What are you
get
saying?
interviews for the majors. So until that happens, there can be no rank up for captains going to majors. Now, does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And like I said, it did make sense. What I'm trying to figure out is why every time it's rank up, there's an issue. And I'm trying to figure out why can't I be upset that I can't get a rank up when I'm putting in my work? It's like y'all don't want us to have any feelings. Everybody has feelings in this world. I can express myself. You told us to go talk to the lower black suits, and that's what I did. I was having a conversation, and you jumped in. And you were telling me to hold my mic and stop talking, which I was already in a conversation with her.
Now, ma'am, there's nothing wrong with having feelings whatsoever. But
Fuck.
how you voiced them was borderline rude and disrespectful.
So if I was rude and disrespectful, why didn't she say anything? She was talking to me. She never corrected me or anything. You the only one said something to me. I wasn't rude. I was talking to her and she was explaining to me. And then you jumped in and started, come to RT and was, trying to use your power. She was talking to me.
You said, and I quote, "This is why this army pisses me off." That is when I jumped in. So again,
Yes,
so
my
you know what?
feelings are valid.
I'll tell you
Y'all
what.
made me upset and I voiced my opinion and she said she was explaining to me and then you jumped in. She didn't even finish explaining to me anything. So she could have been trying to correct me, but you jumped in it.
Because that is within my title, that is with my abilities. I am able to do so. So I did. Now, I'm gonna.
Okay, and that
now,
could
with
be
being said,
okay, and that's
With
fine.
that being said, ma'am, as long as you have an understanding of what is going on,
Fuck.
that's all I care about. If all you have to do is, she said it, and I said it as well. But before we even broke the rank up, I explained it, and you clearly didn't understand.
Yeah, you explained, but we was having a conversation in the chat. You didn't look at the chat. Me and her was talking in the chat. That's what I don't understand, sir, why you came at me like that when we was having a conversation in the chat already before we even dismissed the brief.
So again, when I addressed you, it was with your words that I heard, not what I saw, what I heard. So I'm going to. Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm not
So
done
that means you
talking.
jumped in the
I'm not
conversation.
done talking. If I feel that my generals are being disrespected, I am going to step in and I am going to talk. That is not going to change.
Okay, but you don't know if your
I
general felt disrespectful because that's how we
It
talk.
don't matter. Perspective is everything. Perspective is everything.
What?
Perspective is everything. And trust me,
But in the real army, if I'm talking to another black suit that's lower than somebody, I'm sure the higher up is not gonna walk up with you were talking like in a rude tone to me. We were talking. They
in the
don't
real
just jump
army,
in conversation when
hold
lower
on.
ranks are talking.
So,
They
so,
don't
so
do that.
No, ma'am. So now let me. Since you want to talk about real army, you are a captain.
Yes, we could talk about real
You are a
army.
captain, correct?
Correct.
So then all your questions should go to a colonel. You skip in chain of command. So again, regardless, one way or the other, you're wrong.
Who's a colonel?
But
You a
again,
colonel, Felicia?
I'm not trying to hem you
Who's
up.
a colonel?
Because if I wanted to,
The
you already
ones
been
that
hemmed
talk
up.
with the
But how you? But 1 second, sir. How are you saying I'm supposed to go to a colonel when you told us to go to a black
You're
suit?
right.
That's what you told us
You are
when
right.
it
You are
ended.
right,
Okay,
you are
then.
right,
So
ma'am.
I'm not wrong.
No,
You were wrong.
You are wrong when you brought up the real army. Your words. You're the one that took it out.
I'm not wrong.
You're the one
I'm
that
not
took
wrong.
it-
You just told me
you're
I'm
the one
supposed to
that
go
took
to a
it-
colonel. It's
you're
like
the
we
one-
going back and
You are the
forth.
one that took it non-role play when you said the real IRL army, the real army. Just going off what you said.
Yes, because y'all supposed to follow the real army, correct? When we go to get ranked up,
Bet.
y'all should already know who's in
Bet.
suits and who's are not in
Bet.
suits. Y'all are not
Bet.
supposed to do us like that.
Bet.
Y'all know
You
that.
are
This is like
dismissed.
the third time when y'all ran out on us.
You are dismissed, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
And my
Thank you,
boss
King
sit
Eddie.
right next to her, so I'm like, let me stay out of it. Let somebody else talk. But I saw that you had it.